The 2011 Women's Lacrosse National Championship was more than 10 years in the making, and our first inductee was a huge part of the start of that more than 2 decades of dominance and counting by the Gettysburg women's lacrosse team. Patrolling the midfield, she helped the Bullets win their first of now 13 Centennial Conference championships. Let's turn our attention to the screen and hear why Jessica Seedorf belongs in the Hall of Athletic Honor.
Jessica Seedorf began her Gettysburg College lacrosse career in 1998, and her impact was felt immediately. A 2-time All-American, Seedorf held program records for both the most caused turnovers in a season and in a career at 41 and 78, respectively. Her outstanding play and great attitude helped shape Gettysburg women's lacrosse into the program it is today.
Jess Seedorf, the player, was just phenomenal. She led by example in every game. She was the ground ball queen. You could always count on her winning those 40-60 balls. She was also just proficient at both ends of the field, just dominating in defense in particular, fantastic with her timing of checks and causing turnovers, and then being a huge part of helping the ball on the offensive end by creating space and freeing up the ball for some players to work their magic. Without her, we could have never achieved all that we had during her time here. You know, Jess played a midfielder, and that's a difficult role because you have to be really dialed in with both ends of the field. And as a captain, you are leading both ends of the field, and she was just so instrumental in that. And many times she actually was our transition. Jess's leadership was very unique in that she was not one of those commanding the attention. She just led by example, and she led in a way that was reassuring, that said, "We got this, follow me," that was steady, that was calm, and that was demonstrated just by the little things that she did that made big differences. People wanted to follow her, including this coach. Jess and her teammates really began to believe that this program had the potential to be even bigger than it was. And I attribute a lot of that to everyone really buying into the vision of the program and Jess leading in that forefront of, hey, why not us? They started really believing by doing. And when you see someone utilizing that mindset, people catch on. And she was someone that people respected so much that they were going to follow her. What's really special to see for Jess is that all of her efforts, all of her commitment, all of her work was rewarded by being named the first Centennial Conference Player of the Year for Gettysburg College, 3-time conference player, 3-time All-American. These are things that were results of all of her efforts. But what is really special is that all the other players that came and followed her said, "There's Jess Seedorf, Player of the Year. I want that." And I believe that she really got our program solidified and on the map, and people began to really take a good look at all the players that followed her. For me, her coach, she was the barometer of knowing when the team had had enough. When she was tired, then I knew we had achieved what we needed to do from a training standpoint. When she gave a look to me that said, "We got it, coach, let's move forward," it was just invaluable. She was someone that was so dialed in at practices that when we she knew how to help the coaching staff, she knew how to motivate and keep people on task by not only her example, but just by her encouragement and humor and positivity.
Seedorf graduated from Gettysburg College in 2001 with a degree in psychology. She and her husband have 2 sons and 1 daughter.
Every team needs an anchor. Every team needs a person that helps keep the boat steady. And this was our player. Dorf was consistent, trustworthy, enthusiastic, and super talented, and was a ground ball machine. I'm so excited to welcome Jess in this very deserving honor of being in the Hall of Honor for Gettysburg College.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jessica Seedorf.
Wow, what an indescribable moment. I feel so fortunate to be here tonight. Thank you to Gettysburg College, the Orange and Blue Club, and everyone who has had a role in putting this incredible night together. Congratulations to the other honorees. What an impressive group. Congratulations. I was lucky enough to graduate with Missy and Tommy, and I know firsthand what giants they were on this campus. They were both incredible athletes, obviously, but they carried themselves with integrity and were just stellar individuals. They are so deserving of this honor. In preparing for this moment, I've been given the gift of time. Just over 3 years. It's been a wonderful experience getting to live in the anticipation of this weekend. I've looked through old memorabilia, photos, and have been able to relive moments as if they were yesterday. Even at night, I've had countless dreams of myself back on campus and on the lacrosse field. Unfortunately, those dreams recently have turned to nightmares, which I've not enjoyed. You know, the ones where you don't have your uniform and you can't run. So I apologize to my husband, Sean. He's a good sport to deal with this. Oh, this is falling. It's probably not good. Put this back on. I grew up in a family with 3 older brothers on a block full of boys. In front of our house most days, there were games of baseball, football, and of course, lacrosse. I would sit and watch all of the action, but was never permitted to play. I was considered too young and was a girl. When I would throw a ball back into play, they would tell me it was pretty good for a girl. Hearing this, I would feel the hair on my neck stick up, and there and then I became determined to prove them wrong. In 4th grade, I played lacrosse for the first time. I fell in love, and I was quick, and I loved the speed of the game. The varsity players nicknamed me Pinky because my cheeks would flush after giving it my all. I knew right away I had found my place. My parents, who have always been super supportive, gave in when I begged for a wooden cranberry stick. They were all the rage in those days. I practiced every afternoon and would bring it to all the home varsity games to cheer on my new idols. I was lucky to grow up with a core group of friends who all loved the thrill of sports and competition as much as I did. We bounced from one sports season to the next, led by amazing coaches who instilled in us the love of athletics. We experienced a lot of success, and I couldn't imagine not continuing to play in college. Choosing lacrosse was an easy decision. I was able to go on some recruiting trips hoping to find the right connection. Gettysburg College and Coach Candelli really stood out. I immediately felt at ease, and the weekend left me excited to return. Playing 4 years at Gettysburg and under Coach Cantelli was a privilege. I have immense gratitude to have been part of the illustrious career and legacy that Coach established. The best part of playing, though, were the people. My teammates, my coaches, the staff, the Kelly Jones, the Mike Cantellis, they all made the experience of playing so enjoyable and memorable. I joined the program at the perfect time. The team was starting to have some success, and I was welcomed into the program, led by amazing and talented upperclassmen. There was always a true sense of community in the program, and we felt valued even though we were underclassmen. My teammates and I had a genuine appreciation and love of the game. We truly supported one another, trusted each other, and pushed one another to be our best. We were as close off the field as we were on, and that created that spark that allowed us to reach new heights. We were a rowdy bunch, but boy, did we have fun. There were lots of laughter and amazing memories which have shaped me into the person I am today. To my parents, thank you for being my anchors. You've always been my biggest fans and source of support. You drove up and down the coast making most of our games, even doing the drive back and forth from Long Island in one day, and New York traffic is no joke. To my brothers, including Jeremy, who made it here tonight, thank you for always being incredible role models. I am grateful to have your support and know you will always be in my corner. Thank you to Coach Cantelli, who saw the potential in me and invested in me as a player, but also as a person. Thank you for all you have done for me in this program. I feel so humbled to be a small piece of your legacy. To my teammates, including Waldron, Porter, Buca, and Ward, who are here tonight, it is a bit strange to receive this honor when none of it was possible without all of you. I never wanted to let any of you down, and this recognition is really for all of you too. It doesn't matter that time may have passed. When we are together, it feels like we are 19 again. We are truly teammates for life, and I am so grateful. To my in-laws and nieces, thank you for sharing this moment with me. It means so much that you made the long journey here. To my husband, Sean, my chosen teammate for life, thank you for always stepping up and being my rock. And to my children, you are my light. I hope you find your passion, your place, whether it is through sports, even field hockey, Maeve, or through whatever brings you the most joy. And lastly, thank you to everyone else who is here tonight for being part of this truly unforgettable evening for me. Thank you.